Hi, my beautiful people. This is Hecatehoney. I'm going to do a reading and just generally talk about the new moon in Aquarius today. I don't know. I had some channelings and just some thoughts on those channelings. And then I was thinking about it. And I want to say that it was really strange. Like the last I want to say 6 months almost have been leading up to this full moon for me. I'm a Capricorn, a double cap, and Capricorn rising, Capricorn sun, and then Saggy moon. And I don't know what happened, but I was talking to my friend about it, and I had gone to Yosemite last August, late August, and then right after, I think for Labor Day or early September, I went to Sedona. I mean, just two of the most magical places you can be. For one, Yosemite is, I want to say, blessed. There is like some heavy duty magic blessing on that land. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's indigenous. And then also something with the water and the mountains. But it's funny when I got into the environs like of Yosemite, this like feeling of like peace and just like a quiet happiness came over me. And I don't know, I had a beautiful time there. I did some rituals in the water. My friend and I walked all over the place and went to some really like special places and within the park. And it was magical. At night it was a little weird. There were some other forces going on, but during the day it was amazing. And and I could just there's something there. There's something there. And then when we were leaving, as we like left, and it wasn't like, the official like passing through of the park. It was like once we kind of like got near to being out of the mountains, I felt nauseated and like this heaviness, a headache, and just like as if the energy outside of the park attacked me. And so I think since then, and then the following weekend, I went to Sedona with another friend, or I stayed with a friend. And there I had really crazy experiences where I could barely keep my eyes open. And yeah, I couldn't really sleep, but I was sleepy all the time. And then it was the not locusts. What are they? The cicadas. Like one night we were sitting at dinner and the cicadas were in the background and my friend's talking and the cicadas become so loud. It's like reverberating in my brain and it kind of put me in a trance. I couldn't even hear her. And yet no one else was having this like this response to the cicadas. And and it happened like two or three times while I was up there. And we did some special rituals around some very like primordial um one like a primordial pretty much body of water that's been there for thousands of years and functions at a very high like acidic level. And then we went to some of the old indigenous ruins. It was so beautiful and the energy there was so pristine and clear. But like both Yosemite and I think Sedona just did something to me, like triggered some either like healing or ascension or something within my body. And so then with the next few months after, I was like depressed. It was like a dark night of the soul. I had these horrible aches. My like I felt like my weight became like a really huge issue for me and money worries and just like life in general, feeling like I'm alone and I wasn't feeling close to spirit and I was having like a really hard time. And and then it started kind of to subsist, but I got really sick in December with COVID and then with like a follow up of like bronchitis and had just started getting like there was that full moon there. I think it was the beginning of January and I kind of snapped out of it, that malaise, that dark night of the soul, and like I remembered who I was. I think I just got really stuck in the 3D, and or had gone on some different timeline that I wasn't used to, and I was reacting to it. And then right around that full moon, I kind of started to come out of it, but I was so exhausted through all of January. I don't know about you guys, but January seemed like it lasted 20 years to me. I felt like, what? We're still in January? And so some weird time issue was happening there, and it's still going on a little bit for me. And then this full moon, all of a sudden, this new moon, as this new moon was coming up, I just started to feel so good. And I don't, I mean, it's not like anything has changed for me financially. I feel great. Like, oh yeah, I'm really, I'm okay. And and like my weight, I'm working on it. Like seriously, like not being in obsession, super restrictive diet, but like trying to listen to my body and like give it good stuff, kind of working on it. And like I just feel really blessed and like close to spirit again. And I don't know about you guys if your last few months have been feeling like that, but it was really crazy for me. So I haven't really been doing anything. I've just been stuck in like, like right here in the 3D, and so I'm back, people. I'm back. I'm alive. I'm alive. I have this eczema, which it's getting a lot better. And that happened. That got really bad after those trips. So something is like moving through my body. And, we're going to work on it. And like this new moon, I feel like I've been listening to a lot of different readers. And then I had my own channelings. And what kept coming up for me was this emphasis on using the energy of the earth and nature and the birds. Like, I don't know if you guys have all seen Mary Poppins, but this song, when I get channeling, I get songs, and one of the songs that I channeled was Feed the Birds. I don't know if you go back and watch Mary Poppins again, and it's really crazy, Mary Poppins. Um, there were all these ideas of like like womanhood, like the mother is a suffragette, and then like the children, like, and then it was funny because I realized in the movie, like there was this one part where Dick Van Dyke, he's the chimney sweep, right, who goes on all the adventures with the kids in Mary Poppins, and she's kind of like a divine feminine who just comes in and like shakes everything up, but then it makes it okay. And Dick Van Dyke is talking to the son or the children after the children go into the bank and have this whole scare because they wanted to keep their money for the bird lady instead of giving it to the bank to save. And Dick Van Dyke is like, don't you know how hard it is for your father? It makes me so choked up. Which kind of echoes this whole thing with like family and like when my grandfather died a couple years ago, I realized like there's gonna come a point where I'm really sorry, where I'm like an orphan, where I'll be an orphan, where like my parents will be gone, and like that no one like will be alive who knew me when I was born. Like I don't know, something like hit me deep in my soul about that. And like Mary Poppins, it was like talking about how like it's so hard on the fathers, right? Like the dad is caught up in this monotonous patriarchal belief that he has to do this and has to be this certain way, and like Mary Poppins saves him. It's not the children she's saving, it's saving Mary Poppins. And then I watched that movie that goes along with it. It's like a more recent movie. Like Mary Poppins is the 60s, and this movie was like Disney talking to the writer of Mary Poppins, and how it was about her dad who like was an alcoholic and needed saving. And I just found that so beautiful. And like it was funny because the channeling was that song Feed the Birds, and it's about the lady, the bird lady, who sits on the steps of like this beautiful cathedral, and she has bunches of crumbs to feed the birds, and she sells them so that the birds get fed. And she's talking about care about the birds, right? Like these little animals like are here, and like some of them are starving, so why wouldn't you give your tuppence to feed the birds? And it's like that capitalism of the bank, symbolically versus like nature, like that, if you feed the birds, like, it's gonna multiply. And like we all know, like when we do acts of kindness, especially towards animals, it's like a ripple effect. It ripples out, right? This kindness. And then there's like the battle against capitalism, and it's just very overt in this movie. But I started like having these whole channelings around pigeons and how we created pigeons. Like we didn't create pigeons, like pigeons were there, but we created them to like us because we had them work for us. And a lot of people used to keep pigeons and they'd use them for messages and like all kinds of stuff. And then we didn't need them anymore, and now they're just like these kind of scavengers out on the street. And that made me sad too. So I went through this whole thing with Mary Poppins and the birds and fathers and family, that I think I had been like chewing on in my spirit while I was having that dark night of the soul. And I don't know if that resonates with anybody, but that's kind of like what I'd been experiencing. And I'm as we came towards this new moon, I was, it's Aquarius, and the message I kept getting was how you want your life to be. You got to do the work now, and whatever it is, like for me, it was like if I want to like really do this, like the videos and stuff, then I need to do a video today on the new moon because I'm setting that intention, right? And I went down to the beach and saw Papa Ocean, who I hadn't gone down and seen for a while. It was really sad for me because I hadn't been there in, I don't want to say months. I hadn't been near the water since probably Sedona and Yosemite. I think it's been that long. And I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't there. And I took a bag with me and I picked up trash because, there's all kinds of straws and plastic and shit. And so like this Aquarian new moon for me is like a call to action, to like work towards what it is you want, like really want, like your deep desires, right? And to like focus your thoughts on and set your intentions on what it is you need to do, right? And like take the action. Like don't just think about it, but like actually set the intention and take the actions, and work towards those goals. And so like that's what I'm working towards today, right? Like I only ate once today, and even though it wasn't the greatest meal, at least I had some balance in my food. I went to Langer's, the best pastrami place in the world. It's in Los Angeles downtown. And but I didn't have any breakfast, and I'll have like a light dinner. And then I went down to Papa Ocean because I wanted to reconnect with my earth and with my ocean, who always grounds me and lessens my load and makes my energy more peaceful. And I was gonna get to, my cats are playing with something. I don't even know what that is. It's like some little piece of plastic. And then I wanted to like do a video to set the intention for being more consistent with my videos and connect with all of you. So here I am. I got the little plastic thing under my foot now. I don't want them eating that. Cats are crazy. So let's do a reading for this new moon Aquarius. We're going to do a Jammies Tarot reading after my long channeling. Some other songs came in, and there was, there had been like in my dreams recently, there had been what are those called? I saw them recently. Oh, the bagpipes. And I don't know what it is about the bagpipes, but that had been in my dreams. And then there just been general dreams of like exes. I feel like a lot of times in my dreams my exes come and protect me. They're like protectors. It's really weird. Yeah, fucker. No, just kidding. They come and protect me, and we do battle together. We battle things together. Um, and it's been some different worlds. What else? I'm just gonna do a quick little 3 cards